Welcome to another edition of My Opinion here on My Opinion TV. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and click the notification bell so as soon as a video is released, you'll be one of the first to be notified. On My Opinion TV, we talk about news, sports, general activities happening in and around the world, especially in Jamaica. Now, today we want to look at a press conference that was held by the Minister of National Security and the Commissioner of Police, Anthony Anderson, and they are crying out that they need the SOEs. But earlier, the government hit a snag when last month the Supreme Court ruled that the detention of 5 men under the states of emergency was unconstitutional. However, the government lawyers said that they were going to send the judgment to the Court of Appeal to be examined, and Chang and other members of the security forces thought that it was it hit a snag based on the ruling of the court, because the government used the state of emergency to hold on to suspects and try to get information, and they could hold them a little bit longer than normal based on the rules or the guidelines of the state of emergency. But for this week alone, murders in Jamaica now have passed the 1,000 mark, even though they say it's a 1.9% decline over the same period last year. But the Commissioner of Police is stating that the state of emergency was a tool that suppressed murder and shootings in certain areas where it was applied. So, I mean, yes, it curtailed it to a certain thing, but at the end of the day, we need a long-term fix for this crime situation. But the state of emergency is really a stopgap, a band-aid over a cut. But he also said it is important that they can use every measures that they can to stem the crime rate. And as he has said, after abandoning the state of emergency just before the general election, we start to see the Commissioner of Police saying they start to see a spike in murders again. And that is a sad tale. We don't want to see that. We rather see the numbers going down. But based on what's happening, murders have been going down this year. But the state of emergency, the Minister of National Security and the Commissioner of Police is saying that they need some form of fix as it relates to giving them the power under the state of emergency to do certain things. But what is interesting to note, based on what came out of that press conference, is that 140 persons were released by the police at the end of the state of emergency. 57 of them have been involved in criminal activities after. So, of 140 persons, 57 of them have been involved in criminal activities. And he went on to further break it down a little. He said that 5 have been killed. 4 of those 5 were killed in confrontation with other gangsters, and 1 in a fatal shooting by the police. He also said another 3 were shot and injured in gang warfare. He also made it clear 16 of the persons released are suspected of murder, including double homicides. 9 of them are are shooting suspects, of which 4 of them have been rearrested. He said 5 of them who have been involved in robberies and 19 have come to their attention based on intelligence and what the police know about their influence and violence in communities that they are from. And the police have made it clear that they have all intentions of going back after these gangsters and holding them in custody to stem the violence and get added information as it relates to how best they can go forward in arresting and taking these gangsters to court and have a verdict against them. But the state of emergency, yes, it's a stopgap to a certain extent, but in the long run, we really need something more positive, more long term to stem the crime rate. He also said that the country's murder rate was down by 5.2% when compared to the similar period in 2019. Well, one thing for sure I can say for 2020, I have given 2020 the year for the police force because, as I said, after the incident with Damien Hamilton in Horizon Park, we have seen some great work from the Jamaica Constabulary Force. I think the public relations officer there have been doing a fantastic job. And overall, the image of the police force has been boosted since the incident with Damien Hamilton. And I think the government, the legislation, and all persons in and around Jamaica, law abiding citizens, should do more and help the police as we fight this upsurge of violence and we try to stamp out criminality in all its form. But let's wait and see what's next as it relates to the state of emergency, what they will come up with, and what will go down. Will crime go down? Will these gangsters be rearrested? It's all of us left to wait and see. But as I said, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and click the notification bell. As soon as a video is released, you'll be one of the first to be notified. Until next time, be good, be safe. Look out for your loved one, and also look out for your neighbor.